EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Power Field at Mile High. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Philadelphia Eagles. And hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, we look at this Bronco team. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their...
And off we go from Denver. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They're led onto the field by the former Cal Bear and the #1 overall pick in 2016, Jared Goff.
After seeing what he did last week, throwing 4 touchdown passes, I had to go to my thesaurus to try and come up with some great words for what he did. I'm still coming up blank. He was scintillating.
I'm going simple. I don't have your thesaurus. I'm going dynamite. He was dynamite.
I'll take it.
And he's going to have the Broncos first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Goff. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The Broncos send out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And they'll be led out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. 2nd down, back to Sanders. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks, because then the defense has the advantage.
And he's going to have a Broncos first down as he gets it up past the 35.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Right back to him on first down. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. He'll be back at the 36. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now it's gone. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual.
And it's a fumble, and the Eagles have recovered. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through balls.
Touchdown, Eagles! Irv Smith Jr., his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Will Lutz on for the point after. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there. Showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And brought down, but the juke, the very nice juke, gives him the first down yardage there.
Well, that was big right there, because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on third down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, third down conversions. So they got one there. Meanwhile, Goff's throw into the hands of Fan. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On first down, Goff. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. I think a free play now for Goff. Left side here, that's the tight end Fan. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Here's Goff. He completes this to Sutton. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to lead to a third down. Goff now looking to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. A field goal try forthcoming now for the Broncos. This a 33-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing in 7-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. On first down, Winslow airing it out deep for Smith. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Winslow. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
To throw again on 2nd down. Goff. This is the tight end Fant. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Goff now looks to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. It's the former number 4 overall pick, Clelin Ferrell, that got in there to bring him down. On 2nd down now, Lockhart. And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last 2 plays, both losses. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
Get ready. Get ready.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And now they're in the hurry up. They go play action here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the 1st half. Backups get to play in the 2nd. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air. There's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Clelin Ferrell able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. To throw is Goff. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. On 3rd down, Lockhart, and he is going to lose yardage here. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The Broncos send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with the coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the second quarter. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Looking to throw. Winslow. Touchdown. That's caught. Devontae Smith. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now Cortland Sutton and the rest of the offense getting ready for their next drive. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us. But sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL.
Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin this third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, but it'll be second down. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43. Off the play fake, Winslow. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Buying time to his left. Looking here for Smith downfield. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Eddie Jackson picks him.
And the Broncos are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
And pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay.
And he loses the football a second time. And the Eagles have recovered. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Off play action. Winslow. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And a forced fumble defensively against a 6.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly
You
right.
like that, don't you?
They struggle moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
The Goff's throw taken in by Sutton.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They'll run on 1st down. Lockhart, and this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Goff. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. A pass there complete to Sutton. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. On 2nd down, Greenfield. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. On 1st down, Lockhart dances by at the 20. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out. And they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 22, Goff. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as... Time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. The Broncos on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Goff now to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12.
And yes, everyone, that was the fullback carrying the football. I know it's a dying breed, it's a dying position for a lot of people, but I still think it's valuable and important, especially one who can carry the ball.
And you need short yardage. What makes sense? Go to a big body, let him plow forward just like he did there.
It's still a big man's game.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Goff. And he comes back with one complete. And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. 61 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Catch is made by Hardman. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Off the play fake. Winslow. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard.
And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Back to throw. Winslow. Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. Devontae Smith. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Eagles add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Goff. Now they go screen. It's complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one.
Here's Hardman to return.
A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Throwing to start the drive. Winslow. This is Smith with a grab. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Off play action. Winslow. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Devontae Smith,
33 yards.
And the Eagles are closing in now on a 7th straight win to start the year.
Lutz with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Denver's offense now set to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Now Goff on 1st down. Incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete.
And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And Carr seems to be in some pain. He's still down. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. To the air again. Goff. Throw left side complete. That's Sutton. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 41. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. After the interception, here's Goff. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Goff. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game. Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his pass. His agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. To try again after the sack. Goff. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking for the end zone. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown. For their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
And we've got a penalty marker down here as he's able to get this only to the 20-yard line. Now, this is going to put him back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
A give running left. It's Sanders. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. That one looks like he'll throw here. Airing it out deep for Smith. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half.